Hey, what's up guys? So, I've been receiving a lot of messages lately on how I get that lookalike drone footage that I get on my videos, and I reply back and I tell them it's the Insta360 camera, baby. It's the 360 camera right here. Little compact camera, easy to edit, easy to use, and it gives you that drone-like footage. And you know what? They are having a sale. So let me just run to you that clip that's been going around lately so you can get a chance to get your own. Alright? Run the clip, baby.
Insta360 is having a sale on the 1X.
Insta360 1X.
This camera will make you super saiyan.
One of my favorite cameras from the past year.
Oh yes.
Quality footage, by the way.
Did you see me?
Easy. How awesome is that?
Happy Prime Day.
Well, there you have it. So they're having the biggest sale off the Insta360 1X right about now. It's 15% off from July 15 to the 16th. Alright, so if you are seriously interested on getting these amazing footages that you can get on a motorcycle, definitely go check out their sale. Alright, I'll leave everything in the description below, and without further ado, let's continue on with the video. Peace out, guys.
I'll be that. He's your mother. Much as what I'm repping.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chris, delivering you the best motovlog content in Montreal. What's good? So, as you guys know, for those who follow me already, we just finished a wrap on the bike and she looks hella fire. If you didn't watch that video and you don't know what I'm talking about because you're new to the channel, I'm gonna leave the link right here. I'm gonna leave the little pop-up image come through. And so anyways, as you guys saw in the title, yeah, I know it's annoying, these topics, everybody covers them, this and that. Every motor vlogger out there has covered them. Everybody says take the baby steps, do this, do that. No, let's begin this video. Why should you buy a 600 as a first bike? First of all, let me say something. Yes, I believe in baby steps, don't get me wrong. Start small, go big, right? Yes, I believe go with how comfortable you are on the bike, right? And go from there. Yeah, I believe in all of that, but that's common sense. Yeah, there's people out there who do the reverse, who get big bikes and they learn from that. I agree, but I was completely comfortable when I had my Z1000. It wasn't a problem for me. The whole reason behind this is because I got a friend back there.
Got a friend in me.
By the way, for my Montreal people who hasn't been on the new Pont Champlain, this is what we paid our taxes for. This is what we paid our taxes for this bridge to be built, and that is the old one. I'm just saying. Oh, and sorry, they don't call it the Pont Champlain anymore. They call it Samuel de Champlain. Back to the topic. The whole reason why I'm doing this video, because I feel like it's really important for a new rider to get the right bike you want. Right? People shouldn't have a dilemma whether they should start small or big. No, you should not. And the reason why I'm doing this, the main reason, is because I have a friend in the back right now, and I'm bringing him to a dealership because he doesn't like his bike anymore. And how long does he have his permit for? 1 month. He said it doesn't thrill him, and it doesn't. It's not what he wants. It's not what he expected. He came up to me and he said, yo bro, I don't like my bike, like what can we do? And then I asked him why you don't want your bike anymore. There has to be specific reasons for this. You can't just switch a bike just because it's not fast enough, or you want a big bike because he has a big bike. No, when people ask me, when people tell me they don't want their bike anymore, I make sure that we're all doing the right decision here, because for one, you're asking me and you're gonna trust my opinion. Why? Because I've been driving for quite a while now, and I have the experience, so I get it. You're gonna ask me, and then I don't want to be responsible for something that I said to you, right? I ridden with my friend for quite some time now, and to me, yeah, that bike it's too small for him. So he asked me, bro, should I get a bigger bike? I'm not happy with my bike. Yeah, definitely. If you're not happy with your bike, and this is how you feel, like you feel like you're disappointed, you gotta change it, man. When we get on motorcycles, we're happy. It's our second world. You know, your girlfriend just freaking fought with you. Get on the bike. Having a bad day, get on the bike. This is our second home. Is getting on our own machines and just heading straight, not knowing where you're going. He told me he wanted a Yamaha R6. Some people tell me about super sport. I think back and I ask myself if this person is ready. I come from a sport touring, and I can tell you, when I got on the Panigale, it wasn't the same at all. I'm gonna cover up 5 points, okay, on why you should buy a 600. For one, I definitely recommend you, for all my people that are out of Quebec, to go to school. Why go to school? School is so important when you get on a bike, okay? Here in Quebec, we are mandatory to go to school to get our bike license. Mandatory. And I definitely recommend that. Yes, it's $800 for out of the province, right? It's gonna cost you a bit more money, but it's beneficial, right? Don't get me wrong. You guys go to school, you guys get price reduction on your insurance. You're a better driver. You don't get to start on a bike that you don't get to have this dilemma on the bike. Now, why I say a dilemma on the bike comes to my second point. If you go to school and you graduate from school, you graduate, you get your permit, the teacher gives you the okay after 2 months of being on a bike and practicing with a teacher in a closed track, in a controlled environment, and he gives you the okay that you can drive a motorcycle, you can drive any motorcycle you want. And this is true. Why? In school, they teach you on a small bike. They start you from the baby steps that everybody else aside, everybody out in Quebec has to do if they don't go to school. So what I'm saying is, the school starts you on a little small bike, and over time they make you go on a bigger one, until your final exam you're doing it on a 600. Now let me ask you something. After you hear that, if I'm doing my exam on a 600 and the teacher gives me the A-OK that I have my license after going to school, why am I gonna get something lower? I paid 800 for this knowledge. I paid 800 to get used to this bike. Why am I gonna downgrade myself? No. Here in Quebec, for all my Quebecers, all my Quebecois out there, okay, if you're watching this video and you're asking yourself if you should buy a 600, you should. Straight up, you should. If you went to school, you're ready for a 600. Straight up. Right? Okay, now there's some certain cases, okay, where we talk about, I don't know, anxiety or self-confidence, or you're just trying to control yourself about life. You're right, you have kids, you're thinking about yourself, you don't want to leave nobody behind. I totally get it. Those are what you call when life hits you in the face moment. You gotta rethink, you gotta ask yourself, what are your priorities? Do you want to stay alive? Fine. But if you're in a dilemma of whether you should start on a 600, this video is perfect for you. So which brings us to our third point, is how strong is your confidence into getting a 600? It might sound scary for some people to get on a 600 right off the bat, because everybody else tells you out there, start small, be careful, be safe. You are safe. You're the driver. You paid for school. So you're gonna ask yourself, you're gonna backtrack a bit, and you're gonna cover some minor points, that these checkpoints that you've done in school, thinking that you're possibly ready for a 600. How well you did in school? If you did fine, you didn't need to retake class, then you're good to go. Right? Number 4, don't get influenced by your friends who have been riding for many years. Just because I have a big bike, it doesn't mean you should get a big bike. No, don't be influenced by the luxury of having a big bike. You need to have skill, you need to be confident. It's not easy. It's dangerous for somebody to get on a big bike straight off the bat. You are the driver, you are the smart one. Okay? And 5th, last but not least, do not break the bank. Okay, I've heard so many stories of people wanting to get bikes they can't afford. Why? For what? There's no point of getting a bike you can't afford when you're gonna be eating cup noodles for the rest. No, don't do that to yourselves. There's a lot of bikes out there in the market. The dealership, private sellers. You got the side dealerships. Do your research, find a bike for your budget, and do what you can. Don't break the bank. It's not worth it. So in summary, go to school. Do it. Imagine that $800 you spend on school. It's gonna cut you the dilemma whether you should start on the 300. Just think about that really hard. Buying a 300 and selling it back later, you lost money right away. How much money? I guarantee you lost more than $800. You see, you save money on insurance. You don't gotta deal with getting a small bike and buying a new. Build that confidence. Tell yourself you did go to school. I paid school. 4th, don't get influenced by the people around you. Instagram, me, your other friend, you're the driver. Take it easy. 5th, don't break the bank. Don't ever break the bank. Not worth it. Not worth it, guys. And so anyways, that covers up the topics. We are on our way to the dealership. We're gonna go pick up his brand new Yamaha R6, and with it's such a beautiful bike that we found for him. Amazing. The color is beautiful, spick and span condition. Anyways, enjoy the ride. All right, if you got any more questions, leave it in the comment below. You know what, if you don't want to leave anything in the comment below, you got questions what bike you should get, what bike you should start on, you got a question about this video, okay, hit me up in the DMs. I'll answer to everybody I can, whenever I can. We're on our way out. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenic route. This is Mark's CBR that he doesn't love anymore. We're at André Joyal. We're about to pick up his brand new bike, bro. Brand new old bike. You ready? Bye bye. Bye bye. That's it. Vamos. So, should a new rider buy a 600?
Yeah, bro. It's worth it, man.
Run it.
Don't ever buy a 300. Never buy a 300.
Run it, boy.
Get a 600, man.
Mark has also bought parts for the bike already, so he asked me to install that. So we're gonna install that for him right away, so he can enjoy his bike even better. Right? Let's get to it. Alright, so we got some Moto Dynamic headlights that he wanted to put on. The fender eliminator for the rear, front mount turn signals. Let's get to work, baby. Let's get to work.
I be that Asian mud girl, much what I'm repping. Though I'm not the killer, but this beast that I be killing, the flow that I be spitting, mellow voice when I'm sweet talking to your smoking, drinking with the homeboys in this. Spark up, get high, blush up my eyes, time just fly by.